Hello all, good afternoon. Sunday here in gloomy old Adelaide. We have had 3 full days of torrential rain and I'm starting to get a bit over it. This is the first time all week I've been able to get out into the garden, and boy have I got some stories to tell for you. I've had a shit of a week really, because my house got robbed. That's right, robbed. And we seem to think it was the autistic kid that did it, the one that's been stalking me that I mentioned a couple of videos ago. They came in, and it's partly my fault, I left the back door open for the budgie. They came in and they took my camera, the big black one that I normally have here, and that's the most that I'm pissed off about. They took some jewellery which wasn't really worth anything. Well, it was because my grandmother gave it, but money value, I don't think it was worth anything. And they made an absolute mess of my socks and underwear drawer. So I've had the police over. As soon as I had the police over, guess who was bailing up the police? The other night when I went to the pub, that was Tuesday last week. The other night when I went to the pub, he followed me home. So it's getting a bit beyond ridiculous now, this stalking business. So I'm having a quiet moment. I don't care how cold it is to do this pitiful potato review. It needs to be done because it's just completely died back. So whether there's anything in this one, I'm not expecting much. So yeah, so last night I packed up my stuff, went over to Mum's, and I'll get another camera. We are looking at another camera, and I know what camera it is I want. It's a Panasonic Lumix FZ80. The one I had before was a Panasonic Lumix FZ70. So in a way, I mean that camera was coming up 3 years old anyway, and it was starting to not act well, you know, it was starting to play up on me. So it was kind of a little kick in the pants to get another camera, basically. But now I don't feel safe in my own home. I'm not entirely sure whether it was him that did it, because there's been reports of break-ins and robberies around this neighbourhood lately, so who knows. But yeah, it's a sign of the times, I think, that people are getting desperate out there to do what they want to do and take other people's stuff, you know. So anyway, that is my rant for the day. So I'm feeling a bit better now because I've been over to my brother's. We had a vegging out session and I stayed up all night partying, and I had some bourbon and coke and stuff, and that made me feel a heck of a lot better. I don't mind a decent bourbon. We use Pepsi, but yeah, you know. So, oh, she's heavy. So it's been a rough week. You know, my New Year's resolutions is not to deal with the police. And this is not looking good. I thought there was more soil in there than that. It might have been washed away by the rain. We've got little insects. It's full of insects. Well, there's one. They're going to be small. They're not going to be very big at all. I was right about that. Oh. And the reason why I know is because of the size of the leaves. You know, it's something else there I can feel. It's a seed potato. So I thought I'd do this because we're coming up to... I'm starting to run out of pots for potatoes right now. I just bought a packet of soup and it had red potatoes in it, so I might give that a crack. This didn't turn out very good at all. So yes, I use store-bought potatoes. There's another one. And another one. Actually, that's not a bad size one. So I like the idea of using store-bought potatoes. I know there's some people out there that want to use seed potatoes bought from the shop. But I'm on a low income, so I have to make do with what I got. So you do have to be patient with me on that, guys. So there we go. So we're going to have another look at the garden before another shower of rain comes. I may have spoken too soon, but they're alright. Nice and fresh. I can wrap them up in a bit of alfoil and some olive oil and salt and pepper. Keep the noise down over there. He's lucky to be alive. It's just hearing that somebody's been in my house, you know. And it's getting to a point where I'm thinking of getting a little dog. Just for security, you know. So, anyway, let's have a look-see. I still haven't done very much because of what happened last week. So, the garden's been very neglected. The hell was that? My neighbour's on the prowl again. So, my flowers are died back on my euphorbia. I don't know if this iris is going to do anything, but it just looks good. And my sedum is starting to shoot through, which is good. I don't know what it is to walkers out there with their dogs and the dogs are having a go at each other. That's what that is. That happens all the time. My lemon thyme, that lasted 12 months, so I was pretty happy with that. But it looks like it's dying back now. My spinach is really trying hard, haha. This must be a perennial parsley, because have a look at it. It's enjoying the wet weather. Basil. A potato shot through there, but I haven't done anything about it. Oh, it's so cold. Spinach is still going wild. Let's have a look at this bed. Nasturtiums are just going nuts. I still got to get it in clean. I did a little bit of reading the other day. I found some caterpillars, like woolly bear caterpillars, and we haven't seen those here in Australia for so long. So, but apparently they're a pest. So I've got to do something about that. It's a better close up of my irises. The celery's still going okay. Yeah. Onions, I don't know if they do anything. I pulled up some carrots the other day. They were so tiny. They were only like that big. I don't have much luck with carrots. Over here, look at these bushes. Absolutely glorious. Rosemary's still in flower. I had a little bit of rosemary on a leg of lamb. Gee, it was nice. This is a Geraldton wax flower over here. So, that's budding. Apparently they take a while to flower. Oh, my salvia is coming along. This is a native pig face, I think. I love this bush. If you want a different colour for your garden, this bush is it. It's called copper amethyst. Seaside daisy, tucked away there. Notice some Elysium, or Alyssum, depending on how you pronounce it. What's that there? What's that? Reeds. Or is that Seaside daisy? I don't know. Popping up various parts of the garden, so that's starting to spread, which is good, because that's a little bare patch there that needs to be sorted out. Apparently we've been told that October in Australia is the planting season. What's that there? Is that a... That's a leaf. And this was covered, these gazanias were covered in those caterpillars the other day. This bush is going marvellously well. And this, I think I might move this because it's choking everything. But it's too happy. So, over here, I still haven't done anything about my lemon tree yet. It's still green. It's still green. Kind of. I think it's getting new shoots on it though. We'll have to... Good one, girl. Just break off some more. But I heard they go through a period of dormancy. So, lavender, still looking a little bit sickly. Rosemary just doesn't want to grow. Garlic, yeah. I don't know if I'm getting anything here. Let's have a look-see. Probably too cold. Every time I dig, it's only just shoots. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. Can't feel anything. Strawberries. Why are you growing in the middle of winter? Eh? Not turning red. Well, this one might turn red. Homemade compost. I just made a veggie soup. And I just put all the scraps in the bin there. More potatoes that won't grow. Tomatoes. These have germinated. These are the ones I was talking about in the last video. I had another one there, but I don't think it's come up. So we might get something. Don't ask me what the variety is. I do not know. Just seeds I've collected over the years. Why are you flowering in the middle of winter? Hey? Why? What's wrong with you? It's flowering. I still have it. There's another set of flowers there. There's another set up there. I got to watch my budgie because he got attacked by noisy miners the other day. I might bring him inside because it's going to start raining in a second. Yeah, so I'm sorry I'm not a happy-go-lucky self this video because of what happened this week. I just feel a bit unsafe right now. So I just have to be keeping an eye on everything and make sure everything is safe and secure. And I mean, otherwise I love the space, I love my house, you know. But when you're living alone and your security is being threatened, it's not a good feeling. So I might leave it for another month before I do another update because we're just on the verge of spring. It's been one long cold winter and it's going to be one long hot summer. So that's Australia for you. 6 months of summer, 6 months of winter. Alright guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you. Bye.